can all agree that the First Amendment is important, right?
It gives us 5 freedoms: speech, religion, press, assembly, and petition.
But did you know that not all students are protected equally under the First Amendment?
The Supreme Court found in 1969 that neither teachers nor students shed their constitutional rights at the schoolhouse gate.
Students have the right to wear shirts supporting political candidates, to organize protests, to post their thoughts on social media.
But student journalists like us can be told by principals and other school employees that we can't write in our school newspapers or yearbooks about those political candidates, or protests, or trending topics on social media.
That's because a 1988 Supreme Court ruling said that schools can restrict speech if it's reasonably related to legitimate pedagogical concerns.
What does that mean exactly? Nobody knows.
It's not specific, and it's hard to understand.
It's like playing a game where the rules keep changing.
Under the current ruling, if an administrator or school employee thinks students shouldn't be talking about a topic,
Or that a story might make the school look bad, they can prevent it from being published. They can restrain or censor that speech.
What are we teaching kids when we censor them for no legal reason?
We teach them to self-doubt, to not be curious. We teach them that what they think, feel, and experience doesn't matter.
but our bill, the Student Journalist Free Speech Act, will help protect student journalists' speech rights and support us in becoming the independent thinkers and engaged community members that you want us to become.
It gives school employees and student journalists clear and simple rules to play by. And it helps teachers, too. It shields faculty advisors from retaliation against their students' reporting.
While this bill protects student journalists' First Amendment rights, it doesn't protect speech that is unethical or would substantially disrupt school operations. If a student report and breaks these rules, then under our bill, a principal or advisor could restrict that speech 100%.
And the bill doesn't take away the administrator's ability to see our reporting before it publishes. Nobody wants student journalism to open schools up to lawsuits.
So it's important to remember that history shows a school is more likely to be sued, and sued successfully, for violating student journalists' First Amendment rights by censoring them than by allowing students to publish uncensored.
The Student Journalist Free Speech Act supports student journalists like us in reporting stories that matter to our classmates, schools, and communities.
Local newspapers are struggling right now. Many are shutting down or losing staff members.
And often, the only ones in our communities telling stories about kids like us are kids like us.
Not only will this bill protect our free speech rights, but by doing so,
it will help provide a censorship-free environment where student journalists can become the people our schools want us to be.
Effective problem solvers, creative thinkers, empathetic community members, and capable communicators and leaders.
There's a lot going on in the world right now, and our classmates have a lot to say.
whether it's covering the fall pep rally or new trends in music,
Kids struggling with mental health, or COVID,
Or politics, college stress, or the rest of it.
Our classmates should be able to say it, and student journalists need the right to report it.
support New York student journalists.
Support the Student Journalist Free Speech Act.